you, Mayor. Sorry, Miss Anna.
You know about when it was? We'll take it. Yeah. Text me.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Mayor.
Tim, pass me a tissue, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of Mayor and Council of the Borough of Glassboro for May 14th, 2024 to order. Karen, could you please read the opening statement?
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, I hereby announce that adequate notice of this meeting, as required by said act, has been provided by adopting a schedule of regular meetings for the year 2024, which schedule is posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board as well as the Borough website and forwarded to both the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel of Gloucester County and filed with the Borough Clerk on January 6, 2024.
Thank you. Can we all rise to salute the flag, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Karen, roll call, please.
Mayor Wallace?
Here.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Mr. Casabone?
Present.
Mrs. Garlick? Here. Mr. Halter?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Here.
Mrs. Spence?
Here.
Mr. Melandro? Mr. Scafidi?
Present.
And Mr. Beegan.
Thank you. We have no presentations, proclamations this evening, so I will turn this meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight we have public hearings on 3 ordinances. I will read all 3 ordinances, and when council opens the public portion, the public will have the ability to ask any questions on those ordinances if they do. Beginning with ordinance 2413, ordinance adopting a 5-year tax exemption abatement ordinance pursuant to NJSA 4821-1. Ordinance 2414, ordinance repealing Chapter 390, Shade Trees and Shrubbery, and adopting a new Chapter 390 to be titled Shade Tree Removal Replacement of the Code Book of the Borough of Glassboro. And finally, ordinance number 24-15, an ordinance amending Chapter 445, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 2, No Parking, Certain Streets, Subsection F, Schedule I, No Parking of the Code Book of the Borough of Glassboro. If council moves for the public portion on those 3 ordinances only.
Move the public portion be open.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. The floor is now open to anyone from the public who wishes to come forward and address ordinance 24-13, 24-14, and/or 24-15.
Seeing none, make a motion to adopt the ordinance as written and close the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Casabone?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of April 9th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. And before we address the communications, I would like to read a letter that I have, retirement letter for Ms. Sharon Nichols, for the record. It reads, "Greetings, Sharon. I wanted to take this opportunity to formally congratulate you on your retirement from the Borough of Glassboro. Over your 28-year career, you have been instrumental in ensuring that our borough ran smoothly and efficiently. Your loyalty, pride, dedication, and service to the Borough of Glassboro will always be an example to us all. On behalf of myself and the Borough of Glassboro, I want to thank you and wish you all the best in your retirement. With respect, Johnny Wallace III, Mayor, Borough of Glassboro." And might I add, she's one of the most sweetest human beings you'll ever want to meet. I wish her all the best. So Karen, can we move forward with communications?
Yes, Mayor. I have a retirement letter from confidential assistant to the Borough Administrator effective May 1st, 2024, from Sharon L. Nichols.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. At this time, I'll move to committee reports and begin with Council President Miller.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm in receipt of the highway report, and that's all I have at this time.
Thank you very much. Councilman Brown.
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm in receipt of the financial report for the month of April, and I too would like to congratulate and thank Karen Nichols for her many years of Sharon, I'm sorry, Sharon. I went to school with Karen, sorry. Sharon, I never called her Sharon, I called her Miss Nichols all the time, because that's how I knew her. But anyway, working 22 years in the borough and being a chairman for the United Way campaign, we dealt with each other every year in preparation for that, and you know, she was very helpful, and just congratulations to her. She was fantastic, helping me reach out to everybody within the borough. So I just want to wish her congratulations. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilman Casabon.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I also would like to wish Sharon a happy, safe, and healthy retirement. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Garlick.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're
I
welcome.
am in receipt of the Park and Rec report, and I just wanted to add that the golf outing is going well. We were completely full. We just have one team that won't be able to be with us, so we have one opening. If any team would like to golf for a foursome, June 10th. That's all I
Very-
have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilman Halter.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Mayor. Thank
evening.
you. I am in receipt of the water and sewer report. We continue to make our advancements on the galvanized pipe replacements throughout town. They have a number of projects going on as well. I want to say also thank you to the dedicated years of service to Ms. Nichols and wish her best in retirement. And also just to mention, I did attend the Glassboro High School Hall Distinguished Alumni Dinner last week, where they inducted 4 new alumni into that group. That was the late Dr. Dobbs, board member Elizabeth Voles, Simon Allenson, and Dante Germano. So congratulations to the inductees and their contributions to Glassboro. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. And Councilwoman Spence.
Well, thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say I'm in receipt of the April construction report. And I also wanted to extend my well wishes and congratulations to Sharon Nichols. She's been a constant at this borough for, well, 28 years. And I will miss seeing her on her way to work in her classic blue and white Bronco truck or whatever that truck is she has. I see it all over town. I'm going to miss seeing her go to work. But she never, ever would wave at you. See you on the street, never see you. She just right by. So she'll probably, maybe now she's retired, she'll look around a little bit. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you very much. We have no unfinished business, so Karen, can you take us through new business, please?
Yes, Mayor. I need approval for New Jersey State Firemen's Association membership application for Stephen M. Kraus.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
I also am looking for approval to go out to bid for water and sewer camera truck.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And lastly, we are looking for approval to purchase 2 tractors, one for Glassboro Park and Recreation Department and one for our highway through Sourcewell.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. At this time, I'll ask for the engineer's report, please, Jim.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
You're
Just an update on some ongoing projects. We've got Lycio's site plan. They're now working on their access road, and they're probably 1 to 2 months away from finishing their site work. The storage facility, they're finishing their site work too. They've got some paving of the parking lot that needs to be done. Once again, they're probably also 1 to 2 months away from finishing their site work. High Street Estates, they've got punch list items, some landscaping, and also they've got their final paving that they need to schedule most likely within the next month. So that one's moving along also. We still have a few TCOs that we have not issued full COs on a few of the units that they have out there. Bowl Boulevard, we're waiting to hear from the New Jersey DOT to okay everything, and then we'll be able to start scheduling a pre-construction meeting for that moving forward. DR Horton, Camelot Phase 3, they had some utility trenches that need to be fixed out there. I've got, and then also, there's several projects that are nearing completion in terms of their approval process, and that is Taco Bell, Raising Cane's, Altius, and DeSimone. You'll know when they get close, when you see the bond estimates come in for your approvals, that they're ready to go. So that's it, unless there's any questions.
One question, the Lysios that you referenced, are you talking about the one out on Ellis?
No, on,
Okay, the one by,
right on Delsey. yeah,
Okay.
Delsey, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jim.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
At this time, I'll again turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Thank you, Mayor. Under our consent agenda, we have the following resolutions for action by council, beginning with 140. Resolution authorizing refund of street opening performance guarantee, 1212 Cedar Avenue LLC. 141, professional agreement services, Borough of Glassboro, Remington Vernick Engineers, cost proposal for zoning amendments. 142, authorizing issuance of new plenary retail distribution license to Sears Santrum Liquor LLC. 143, resolution authorizing safety stabilization guarantee in the amount of $5,000, perimeter landscape buffer guarantee in the amount of $22,745, site improvement escrow fee in the amount of $16,335.55, and performance bond public right-of-way, ROW improvements in the amount of $17,240 for proposed cannabis distribution facility, Block 31, lots 1, 2, 2.01, 302, 304 in the Borough of Glassboro, Altius NJ LLC. Resolution 144, again, agreement for certain professional services, the Borough of Glassboro, Sickles Associates, Inc., 2025 NJDOT Municipal Roadway State Aid Application, Roadway Reconstruction Project. 145, authorizing refund of tax overpayments. 146, authorizing refund of tax overpayments. 147, resolution calling for the modernization of the Open Public Records Act, OPRA, and the swift passage of S2930, A4045. 148, warning of a non-fair and open contract for payroll and time management software and services. Resolution 149, authorizing contaminant sites and landfills eligibility verification form for the former Glassboro landfill in the Borough of Glassboro, Block 335, Lot 1, 356, Lot 1, and Block 358, Lot 1. And finally, Resolution 150, granting approval for Form A self-storage at 555 Orr Road, Block 196.01, Lot 2, in the Borough of Glassboro. There are resolutions again on our consent agenda, as noted and or explained under each resolution on the agenda. If council moves for approval, roll call vote.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Crossabone?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4,
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open the meeting up to the public.
Move the public portion be open.
second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The public portion is now open for anyone who wants to come forward and address mayor and council.
So those members of the public, there are rules and regulations outlined on the agenda. Most importantly, when you approach, if you would please identify yourself for the record, spell your last name, place of residence, and there is a 5-minute limitation. Thank you.
You can come forward, sir. You're welcome. Take your time.
Take your time. Hi, my name is Arnie Milberg, 350 New Street. I'm here to talk about the traffic light at New Street and Delsey Drive. I've lived in Glassboro for 9 years. In that 9 years, Rowan has probably doubled or tripled of students. More people are moving into the area. I don't know exactly if the Glassboro's population has doubled or not. But one thing has stayed and remained the same is that light there coming from the Black Horse Pike going into Glassboro down New Street, and then you hit Delsey Drive. And that's where the trouble starts. On a daily basis, we have backups from that light all the way to the school. Okay, now once that happens, you're blocked. There's nowhere to go. Fire engines can't get by. Also, you have a 55 and older community being built now, so that's more traffic coming down that street. You have tractor trailers all day long going down that street, going to the Navy Yard with containers and all this other stuff. All this traffic is coming down, but the one thing that stayed constant was that light. It gives you maybe 3 to 4 cars to make a right-hand turn. If there's a tractor trailer there, then you can forget about it. Now, the problem that's going on here is the road is fine until 2:30, from 2:30 to 3:15, and then after 4 o'clock, where it backs up so bad that it's over a quarter of a mile of traffic. All they have to do is, I think the reason why there's no right-hand turn at that light is because there used to be a school there, and kids would walk across. That's no longer there, so there's no reason why not to have them make a right there. There's no reason for no turn on red there. It doesn't make sense. The way to fix it, to me, seems like, and I'm not an engineer, is you have the right-hand lane turning right, the left-hand turn lane, you have a turn or go straight. That'll alleviate all that traffic. And besides that problem, you have, when people are picking up their kids, you have a quarter to a half a mile of cars double parked in front of driveways. You have that mess every day from 2:30 to 3:15. There's just no place else to put cars, blocking my driveway. I had the police there today because I put a chair out there. This is every day. And all it needs is one fire truck to get through there. They're so backed up, parking right next to each other, that it would take 30 seconds to a minute to pull those cars out. In that minute, somebody could be dying in a house fire. Now you got the tractor trailers coming, you got that coming, and you got everybody double parked on that side. Where's all this going? How do you escape that? And it's only a matter of time till a fire breaks out. I mean, maybe they have to talk to the principal and have another way of picking the kids up. I know there's only another month left, but this is going to be for next year too. So if you could just do something about that traffic light, it would help the city, it would help everybody. So that's pretty much what I got to say.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. If I may, Mr. Miller, I want you to know that. Milberg?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my ears aren't bad. Mr. Milberg.
Yeah.
That intersection there it's a state highway.
Right.
It has been on our radar, the whole corridor has been on our radar for
Right.
a very long time. We
Right.
trust me, we stay on the state.
Right.
I will continue to be calling the state and voice your
Yeah,
concerns
because I
as
have
well.
pictures, if they ever want to see the backup on both sides.
No, I've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're well aware of it, and
Yeah.
we are on top of it, and I assure you that we are staying on the state as
All right,
much
cool.
as we possibly can. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Milberg.
Good evening, my name is Robert Steer. I'm a resident of 346 East New Street. I'm a couple houses down from Warney. A resident there for 52 years. I've seen it when it was quiet, and I see it when it's hectic. I'm following up on the same thing on the same street. Yesterday, the school buses were going by. Now, I'm thinking maybe the school bus could come out of the school where it comes and go up whatever that street is down there where there's a ball field there, and go over Fish Pond Road and come out to the Delsey Drive, then go right or left. Because the big buses back up, and two of the buses yesterday was bus number 25 and the bus that left the school ahead of it, screeching brakes. I wouldn't want my kids on that bus. I mean, metal on metal. So I don't know who's checking the school buses, but the school buses, to me, just the two that I seen that day, and every now and then, because they're hitting the brakes because the cars are stop and go, that's a problem. Also in that same neighborhood, the Holly Bush Garden Apartments behind us, we got some problems with the kiddos back there jumping over the fence, cutting the fence that abuts my property. Goes from 350 to 3 Erica's house there, mine, and Barbara Reed's house, all back there. But they cut the fence. They got a bench there that when a 12 or 15-year-old comes out, uses the bench, gets it there with the 5-year-old, the 8-year-old. 2 weeks ago, there was a cut through the fence, now they fixed it, but 4 or 5 bicycles going through at the same time. The next door to me, 348, there's a new residents going to be moving in. A realtor was there trying to sell the house. I guess it finally sold, but they're coming. But while they were selling the house, the people out looking at the backyard, 4 kids come in from their driveway at 348, which is next to mine. I got a deck on the back, got to see all this going on. And the realtor said, "You're not spending on private property. You shouldn't be coming through now. Get out of here." So just to show that the apartment people, they don't take care of what's going on. And the school is supposed to be private property, nobody on there when the school is closed. They're going over there all day Saturday from like 9 to 5. They jump the fence, 4, 5, or 6 of them, going back there. The school's not doing anything to protect it. There's a big sign there, no trespassing, obviously off hours. So there's a little bit of stuff going on there, and we need somebody to keep an eye on that just to try to make it more civilized. And I got a sign between my driveway and Barbara Reed next to me because they're blocking my driveway. One day I came home, she couldn't get in and I couldn't get in about the same time. So I got one of those $3 signs to put up, no parking in driveways, and it's both of them. They still park in front of them. And I hear the school told the people not to park in front of the street, but they still keep doing it. So just some things back in that area that we're talking about that I know you people be concerned. You're aware of some issues there, but I'll just point out some recent ones. In the apartment complex, trees broke down. They left it laying in the backyard for 3 months. And then when the landscapers came, they threw it up against my back fence, which abuts their apartment and my backyard. And they just left it. So I went down to the coding officer. They did get it cleaned up. But just to show you, the department there is not doing their job back in that corner to make sure that things stay under control. Okay. Oh yeah, and also, what's the rule on electric scooters and bicycles on the sidewalk? The other night, 2 weeks ago, Monday night, I was putting my trash out, and I got the green guy and the blue guy there, and I turn up, and there's 2 guys coming down, riding double, quiet bike, I didn't even hear it. They don't say look out, no bell, no lights, and they just go right by me. I said, yeah, I almost got ran over. You know, I'm turning around like this. Where are they supposed to go? But they're going down on a quiet bike on the sidewalk, and they don't have no light, no sound. They're supposed to let the people know that, hey, watch out, sir, I'm coming through. So I was a little concerned about that issue too.
Electric bikes, I mean, don't you need a license to
Yes,
drive
sir.
on the street?
Sir, if I may, yeah,
Not
we
yet.
have, he has the floor.
Okay,
But
that's all I
yeah,
have to say. That's
okay.
it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Can I
thank you.
just
and
ask,
thank you.
were
Yeah.
the school buses blocking the driveways?
It's not, well, sometimes they get stuck in the morning when they're trying to get up to the school,
Okay.
because there's everybody and their brother there.
But you mentioned there were people blocking your driveway.
Well, the
Cars.
school bus never blocked my driveway, but they get stuck in traffic, and it could be in front of somebody else's driveway, because sometimes in the morning, they all line up, and people are almost ready to go over to the oncoming traffic. It's a very dangerous situation, that cars are coming down, they're waiting for it to clear, and they'll go out into, over the yellow line, and I see they're trying to pull in the 4 cars waiting to turn into the school. So it's a very hazard. I see it every day. I'm retired. I'm looking out at the door and see what's going on here, and I'm a little concerned about someday something serious is going to happen. So I want to raise that whole area in there that you need to keep an eye on. And for the red light that he mentioned, I think the answer would be to have a cop station there between 2:30 and 5 o'clock. And that way, if there's a lot of traffic coming this way, you can send them across. If there's only 3 cars, you stop them, you let the other guys go this way. That may be a quick fix to do that, to help expedite traffic, but hearing the brakes and everybody stopping, and some guys are blowing horns, hey, come on, I wanna get around you, come on, let's get, they don't know whether they're waiting for the school or just stuck or whatever. So,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Appreciate the
your
information.
Mayor,
You can come forward, you can address mayor and council, absolutely.
Hey, Nikki.
Just to reiterate what.
Excuse me, sir, just your name and your address, please.
Nick Carmelingo,
Yes.
430 New Street East,
Yes, sir.
Glassboro, New Jersey.
As you were.
Just to talk a little bit about the problem. The problem at the red light, we all know what it is. It's just traffic and too many people around here. That's that. I'm not here to speak about that. But the problem with the cars in the school in front of the house, where these 2 nice people live is my apartment house, okay? It's 350 East New Street. I don't know what occurred after COVID, but everybody picks up their children now. I don't know if I don't know what's occurring in the school. The highway, at the times they're saying, I'm at work most of the time, but sometimes I'm around there, is all the way down to where you come down New Street and turn down Baldwin. There's a line of cars there, okay? In front of my apartment house, at least the shoulder is 4 foot wide. As you go down towards Bob's house, it's about 2 foot wide. You can't even get by. Now, first of all, there's gonna be a major accident there, okay? I know they have a cop in the school, that stays in school with the kids during the day. And there's also a police officer on the corner there in the school, because they let them in like one at a time, okay? Some kind of cattle chute there. But this is a big problem. If any of these people need an emergency care, you can't get into the yard, okay? It's blocked. It's blocked. Someone's gonna hit somebody on that curb where there's not enough room to get by in your lane. You gotta go over, and it's happened to me numerous times. You gotta go over to cross the line to go down New Street. Now, I'm going down New Street to try to go home, not to try to pick up a kid, but I gotta drive on my street. So, like, I mean, it's a bad, bad situation. So Arnie started putting a chair out front of it the other day. Some guy wanted to beat him up and everything because he's tired of it. I mean, if he needs services, these poor tenants try to leave the apartment house. They can't go get out of their own house to go somewhere because it's blocked. And sometimes they start stacking up before they let them in, and they sit there for half an hour blocking the property. I mean, that's not right. So I just wanted to kind of come here tonight and tell you what these people are talking about, and maybe someday at about 2:45, ride by that episode. Now, I was thinking about it. I don't know, it's not my place to tell them how to do what they could do. But they're putting them in and they're cattle shooting them in the back. The school buses are picking up the children in front of the school. There's plenty of room, because I know none of the teachers are running out. They ain't got to move their cars right that second. There's plenty of room for them to run another rail. You know, so maybe that would be a suggestion to them. But what's happening on the road, one guy, I like to bike a little bit now later in life, one guy just almost ran me over the other day. Like, I was trying to stay on the sidewalk, and I kind of ran into his car a little bit, and it wasn't a nice scene, but like, I mean, he almost ran me over. So like, it's an episode over there. Secondly, Hollybush. That's my property they're coming on. I got caravans coming through my property all day, all night. I went to the planning office and talked to some people over there. They did fix the fence. The fence is this high. It's not going to do anything, okay? I asked Freddie Tagg's daughter, I forget her name right now, but she's a friend of mine. Is there any kind of ordinance, or is there anything they could do to make them put up a 6-foot high fence like the school did put around? This problem occurred with the fences because the school had a gate back there. And listen, I don't begrudge any little kids trying to go play on a playground. I mean, that's what little kids do. But they locked the gate. So we talked to the school. The school said, we don't want anyone on our property after school hours. Well, then you better fence the whole damn yard because they're going. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a shame because that's why playgrounds are there, for little kids to play. But with the fence problem, what I'm concerned with is somebody getting hurt on my ground, and then they're going to try to sue me because they got hurt on my ground. They're bringing bikes over, they're bringing, you know, so it's an episode. But I don't know if the planning board or whoever could look into, I don't know how the ordinance is stated, that possibly they could put a 6-foot fence there, and it may stop the mess that's going on. But otherwise, that's about it. But the school situation, I know they're all concerned about the red light because the cars are backing up that way. I think the school situation is a big problem. It's somebody's going to get hurt. And then after somebody gets hurt, then somebody's going to do something about it. We should do something about it before somebody gets hurt.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Crowe, we will certainly look into it. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Seeing no
none-
others,
oh,
Hey.
Hello.
Diane Johnson, 210 West High Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. I wasn't going to say anything. I came here just to come. But I want to piggyback on what Mr. Wilbert was saying. I know what he's talking about that, because when you go, I'll go pick my kids up too sometime when they miss the bus. I take them to school. That line is so long, and it blocks their and the cars don't care about leaving space between the driveway so they can get out. They block the driveway, and it be so long, and then when you go into the school, around that circle, they blocking handicaps too. Now I thought that was against the law to block handicap. I don't care if it is a school. They block the handicap, whereas that anybody that parks can't park there because they're using that to let the kids out, which I understand that. But it's dangerous. And now, what they're doing now, it's one way in, and you gotta go all the way around and out. But now, they're not doing it that way. They're letting the cars go out this way instead of going out that way. And cars coming in, and they going out, cars going out, and that is dangerous. So, I'm just only piggybacking on what he was saying. It is very dangerous, and them cars don't care, and they block the driveways, and they get nasty when you try to get in. They get smart with you, they get nasty, they're ready to fight you. And even not only just a Bullock school, both schools the same way, and that's where I had a conversation with that officer that day because of that. Because of all that traffic and how they blocking you, you can't get out. You gotta wait till that traffic, you gotta wait till them cars will leave before you can get out, because they don't leave enough space for you to get out, So that's what, I'm just, saying what he said, that's all. All right?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Don.
much.
Seeing no others, I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. The public portion is now closed. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions?
Yes, Mayor, I have an extension on PO number 24-01933. Thank you.
I have one too, Mayor, but I think I wrote it down wrong. I have 13317, but I'll have to look it up. It's a,
Gotta get
Can we get
together
that corrected on the record?
Yes, sir, we
Okay, well, those
we can.
abstentions are noted. Thank you very much. Motion still carries. Any closing comments from our administrator?
I just would like to wish my assistant Sharon Nichols a lot of luck in her retirement, and Mayor, you hit the nail on the head, you'll never be a nicer woman than
Yeah.
Sharon Nichols.
True. Right. Thank you very much. And I would just like to thank all the residents that came out and expressed their concerns and kept us all abreast of what's going on in your particular areas. We will address those concerns and do the best we can to try to mitigate those issues as quickly as possible.
I do have that number.
And with that, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, next
Karen.
meeting is May 28th, 6 p.m. Enjoy the warm weather, everybody.